Monday morning, and wow, my button's coming off. Piece of shit shirt. Monday morning, and Friday I just got some stuff in the mail from Wilson Combat. A friend of mine got some parts for his Beretta, some Wilson Combat parts, and I was like, dude, I've been so out of the loop because I don't watch really videos too much between working at the range and making holsters and making videos for you guys. They make this low profile sight for the Beretta M9 92 FS, whichever one you got. And I also got these beautiful black G10 Wilson Combat grips for it. I have the OD green ones. They look good, but I think the black ones look better. So I love wasting money. Have I told you that? It's another $75. Put the OD green grips in the drawer and buy another set of G10 grips for $75 more. So sucks when you don't know what you like because you waste money. Probably be doing a few things to this. The first thing I'm going to do is check it and make sure it's a safe firearm. So that's what we got to do on YouTube because there's new people watching. Set an example. Nice and clear. Alright. What I don't like about this gun is when you come over the top, grab the slide. Now I'm saying fast when you're doing, mag, coming over the top, grab the slide, let it go. Man, that fucking fucks up your hand. And look what I just did. I just put the safety on unintentionally. Okay? So, Wilson came up with a solution. They make a low profile safety where it doesn't stick out on both sides of the gun. So here it is. And how it'll go in is, it's going to go in this way, and once this is in there, look how much that sticks out in that sharp corner. It really does fuck up your hand when you're racking fast, and puts the safety on by accident sometimes. So what we're going to do is, we're going to hopefully not screw everything up and take this all out. And then we're going to put this low profile sight in. Once this sight's in, this side will be completely gone, thank God. So it'll just be one low profile side, nice and sleek, with nothing on that side. And when you grab it, rack it, it'll be a lot more comfortable, and you probably will not engage the safety. Okay? So what I know you got to do is you got to take those two pins out, and you got to be like an octopus to do this, from what I can see. So in other words, you need like 3 hands. You'll see. So let's get this going. I'm going to take it apart. Safe gun. I'm going to take it apart. Which, this gun is the easiest gun there is to take apart. I didn't make it look easy, did I? I'm not doing it again. It really is. I'm not used to messing with this gun. No. Okay. Put the frame aside. Okay, we're going to take out the recoil spring. Wilson Combat also makes this is a plastic recoil spring. I don't mind them, but they make a fluted steel one, so I might get that. Throw that in there and upgrade that. And then here is the barrel. And that's it. Okay, so things you're going to need. A punch. This one is 1/16. That's the smallest one I got. But it looks like it'll fit. I found if you flip it over this way, it sits a little stronger for you. It doesn't rock back and forth. And you have a roll pin and a roll pin. It feels like it's going to fit in there, so. And you got to knock them 2 roll pins out. First thing you got to do, when you do that, you have to have the safety lever in the safety lever position, down. Okay? Now it's the first time I'm doing this, so I'm going to sound like a real dork. So down. So next thing we're going to do is we have to get off this side of the safety lever to pull this whole safety lever out. So the first thing we have to do is get these two pins out of there. And yeah, so safety lever has to be on so it exposes the pins, and then we're going to knock the pins out. Now I just hope this punch is small enough. It looks like it is. Let's see, let's try this one first. So I don't have anything smaller than a 1/16 punch, so this is what I did. Since I have three 1/16 punch, I put this one on the belt sander and turned it on and just turned it, and brought it down to the next size. And now this is smaller than 1/16. Now you can get it in there with some clay, and you should be able to get it the rest of the way out. Which it did. Heard it fall. So, a little tap. Boom. Improvise. Alright, now that's my nice little tiny little punch, whatever that size will be. Okay, so that's done. Now your two little pins that hold it in, you will not need anymore. So I'm just going to put them in that little square. Okay. And that's the first phase. Once the pins are out, now you could take the right side safety lever off. Okay, so what we're going to do, there's the two pinholes that held it in, and you're just going to kind of rock it back and forth. If you need to get it started, because it's been in there a long time and it's stiff, you can use a screwdriver, but if you're going to use a screwdriver, there it is. Okay, if you're going to use a screwdriver, please put some tape around it to protect the finish of your gun. So what you'll do is, if you can't get it out with your finger, you want to get it started, is put it under here and just give it a little turn like that with tape on the screwdriver, and you won't screw up your gun. That's what I had to do, because it wouldn't just, come out. It was very easy though. Now the next stage, what we're going to do is, this is the most important thing, we're going to take the whole safety out. But you got to do three things at once. Okay, you have to push in the firing pin, and you have to push in this plunger down here at the same time, and then you have to put this safety lever up to the 10 o'clock position. Okay, so that's when I said, you got to be an octopus to do this. That's what I meant when I said that. And at the same time, there's little springs and detents that will fly out of here. Some guys do it inside of a big plastic bag. I'm going to try not to do that and pray to God I don't lose anything. Alright, next stage. Three things you got to do at once. You got to push down the firing pin block with one punch. Have your middle finger on the safety on this side, because you're going to have to push that down. Get another punch, push the firing pin in, and at the same time push that safety to the 10 o'clock position. Oh, if I can do it. Okay, now it's ready. Okay. Put some tape here, so I didn't want the thing sliding around, because I don't have that little work block that all the professionals have. Some days I'll have to go to Brownells and get that. And this is how it should look before you take out the safety. Okay, now for the crucial part that could make or break your day. Let me take a sip of coffee first. Coffee tastes like shit. I just can't make a good cup of coffee, man. I could cook, I can make Italian food, meatballs, all that shit. I cannot make a good cup of coffee. I don't get it. So, now that the safety is in the 10 o'clock position, the firing pin is pressed in, the firing pin block is up, it's all locked like that, Now we're going to push on this side and take out the safety lever, but at the same time keep our finger over the area so we don't lose the springs in the detent. So it's going to do it very slowly. See, it just shot one shot out, went right down into there. Very good. So that one shot out, and then this one's going to, there it is, shoot out. And if I didn't have this thing, and I didn't have my hand over it, it would have shot across the room. Okay, so there's the other detent. I'm going to leave that there because I'm going to be able to identify which one from the other, because I think they're both different. Now it's kind of tight, so I'm going to get something to push it the rest of the way out. Like a fucking, I don't know. You know, people touch my stuff. Oh, here we go. How about a Glock pencil with the eraser end? That can't hurt nothing. Alright, let's see if it can get it out. Man, sucker's tight. Okay, here it comes. Here comes the safety. Here comes the safety. Do 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 do. Alright. That's out. Now what you're going to do is you're going to need this little piv. Okay. You're going to use that over again. So we're going to take this out. Like that. Put it down. Take this big giant hand shredder. Put it over there. And we're going to get the new Wilson Combat 1. And you can see it goes in one way. It's very dry, so we're going to Lucas it up. Where's my Luca? The only thing about Lucas oil, you got to watch out because it's blue. Blue Loctite's blue too, and yeah, you're about to hear something really stupid what I did. Man, that's good oil. I thought I was lubricating my HK, didn't have my glasses on, and I was lubricating my HK with Loctite. Sure was. Yup, I was having a friggin' heart attack. Okay, now you're gonna get this little thing. It looks like a railroad rivet, and you're gonna put that right back in there, just like that. Okay. Now I think while you're pushing it in, it can't be all the way down. It has to be like halfway up a little, and halfway on each side, or it won't go in. Alright, the next step, turn the slide on its side, push up the firing pin block again underneath. You'll push it up as far as you can, and then you're going to have to put this in the angle of the 10 o'clock position and slide it in at the same time until it goes 3/4 of the way through, like that. And now we're going to have to put our detents in and springs. Now this is the part where it definitely can fly across the room. So we're going to secure everything back up and get these detents in, hopefully successfully. Okay, now I'm going to put the detents in. I pushed it in too far, so I had to do the same thing to get it out again. I'm going to put the detents in. So here's the spring and the little shaft. The little shaft. And this is where you got to be careful. You really try to use the widest punch you can, so there's a lot of surface so it won't. Let's see, I know you can't see what I'm doing, but all you're doing is pushing this down and at the same time covering that up. Now that's holding that detent in there, okay? That's as far as I want to go. Now I have to put this other detent in on the other side. I'll try to get the camera in a way so you could see it. I'm just getting it started with my hand. There it goes. All the way in, don't fight it. Like that, and down. It's got to be really in a calm mood. Okay, so that should be good to go. And as you can see, it's very low profile. There ain't no way in the world you're putting that on by accident. Okay. So let's give it a function test to make sure it's okay. Okay. Okay, let's give it a check. Okay, fired, works. Safety on. The safety works. And now when I insert a mag, wrap my hand around it and let it go, it doesn't hurt my hand. I didn't engage the safety by accident, as you can see. Over and over and over. Now I can manipulate the slide like I learned to manipulate the slide, and I have to do kind of like this because this gun's different. I want to keep everything the same. And there it is. Safety still on fire. It's not going to go on safety unless I want it to go on safety. So there it is, the low profile Wilson Combat safety lever. I'm going to take these off. This gun's really been running great. And the screws never get loose because you got these little O-rings. Wilson Combat supplies you with the O-rings too if you don't have O-rings when you buy these grips. They're about 75 bucks, but who gives a shit? They're beautiful. Something beautiful for $75, it really isn't a lot of money. So we're going to take the Beretta grips off, the plastic ones, put them, wipe all that excess oil off of there. Put these badass fucking beautiful grips on here. Oh my god, seriously? That's how it should be. Put the little O-rings in there. Now what's good about when you got the O-rings on, you don't have to wrench it real tight. Just go to it stops and give it a quarter return, and they will not, I promise, they will not get loose. Because the rubber washers is keeping pressure on them. So it'll be able to handle all that recoil. The other side's the same way, but if you get the idea, there's the look of the gun. New safety, new G10 grips. Now I need to go shoot it.